for for everybody I for everybody I sent one to. Yeah.
Well, thank you. So why do I got to get, I mean, if you paid for it, why do I got to get over there before the supplies run out?
Well,
mean,
because
They got
it's
your money, right?
well until it's gone, till other people take advantage of it until it's gone.
But I mean, if you bought a coffee, you bought a coffee, right?
Nope. I bought a gift card.
Okay, all right. Well,
Until it
anyway.
gets used up.
What?
Until it gets used up.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you.
It wasn't just for you. In other words,
what?
It wasn't just for you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, but I mean, you know, normally when you give somebody a gift card, it's like it doesn't expire. You know what I mean?
I didn't give you a gift card. I gave you access to the gift card that I gave everybody else access to.
Oh, okay. I got it. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, happy Valentine's, everybody. This is Mary Nack, and I'm with my good buddy and Starbucks pal, Wes Walker. And happy Valentine's Day. And Bob surprised me with 2 dozen beautiful yellow roses this morning.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I got a call from the doorman and he's like, you've got a package, you better come down here right away and get it. And so I go down and I see the yellow roses and I'm like, we just got back from, well, in November, we went to Austin.
You had a secret admirer?
Yeah, I'm like, who do I know in Texas that's sending me yellow roses? You know, the yellow rose of Texas, right? But it turned out it was Bob. He didn't have a note card. He said, I didn't know how to figure out how to put a note card in it, but I figured when I'd see you, I'd just let you know. So
they look really good back there.
Don't they? Yeah, he's gonna have to keep me in roses all the time, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should make that a permanent thing.
I know, right? Actually, I go by I just never buy flowers, and but they smell great. Too bad you can't smell them because they're really. I put them in kind of warm water with that stuff that they give you, and man, they've started to open up, and they're really
fragrant.
Yeah, they're really fragrant. So I brought them over here to be close to me, so I can smell and enjoy them.
That's where maybe that's where technology is headed. Pretty soon we'll be able to see and smell everybody on Zoom.
Oh, wouldn't that be something? But that, I don't know if that would be a good thing or not. So anyway, I thought it might be kind of fun to read Kathleen's jokes. Should I read her jokes? Would you be
well, they weren't hers, were they?
Well, no, they weren't hers, but I don't know. The jokes that she sent us, let me put it that way. So should I read the Freddie Mercury one? I'm such a klutz. True love is singing karaoke under pressure and letting the other person sing the Freddie Mercury part. Mindy Kaling. I like this one.
These are lines about love. I'm not sure if jokes is the right thing, but funny quotes about love, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Linda Berry says, love is an exploding cigar that we willingly smoke. I don't know who Lemony Snicket is. Do you know who Lemony Snicket is?
Yeah, he's a character. He's a children's book character.
Oh, okay. Lemony Snicket.
Kind of like Cat in the Hat.
Oh, I see. How do you know everything? How am I like so clueless? I guess I just spend too much time selling real estate. I am so clueless. Wes and I had a big exchange yesterday. I probably shouldn't even admit this because it's kind of embarrassing, but it's like, who the heck is Freddie Mercury? I don't know. I actually saw the movie when it came out a couple of years ago. The thing about what
you have no excuse.
I really have no excuse. So, I mean, I know the songs. Of course, how could you not know the songs? Everywhere you go, they play them. You know, that type of thing. but I don't. But you know, when you're listening to music and stuff, they don't tell you who the recording artist is and whatnot. But anyway, what was the name of the movie with Freddie Mercury?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, yeah, it was a great movie, by the way.
Which was the title of one of his biggest songs. Yes.
And who was the character that played? Who was the actor that played Freddie Mercury? He was terrific. I mean,
I can't think of his name right now.
Anyway, whatever.
He's also Mr. Robot on TV. He's the main character of Mr. Robot.
So Lucille Ball says it wasn't love it. She must be talking about Ricky Ricardo. I mean, what Desi Arnaz. Lucille Ball says it wasn't love at first sight. It took a full 5 minutes because they were quite they were quite a love story, weren't they?
Yeah. Did you see the movie yet? Being the Ricardos.
I
think it's Netflix. I think it's a Netflix movie. It's with Nicole Kidman.
Oh, yeah.
Them. And it got a lot of mixed reviews. I thought it was really interesting. Especially after like 15-20 minutes into it, I kind of like fell into her character better. And it was kind of a behind this, it kind of all took place, other than some flashbacks, it kind of all took place during one particular week in which she had been accused of being a communist.
Oh Lord, yeah, she was during that era.
Yeah. And it was kind of all the behind the scenes things that were happening during that week, but then there were flashbacks about her and Desi, how they met and all that kind of stuff. But I thought it was really interesting and good, and I thought Nicole Kidman did a good job. But
I think Nicole Kidman's a pretty good actress, actually.
Yeah, and she's one of those that doesn't always hit it out of the park like Meryl Streep, but she can. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Meryl Streep, right?
So yeah, check it out. Being the Ricardos is what it's called.
Yeah. Did they ultimately divorce? Didn't they?
They did. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, but yeah, they were quite a love story. Anyway, Mae West says, "Love thy neighbor, and if he happens to be tall, debonair, and devastating, it will be that much easier." I like that one. Michael Scott from The Office. Would I rather be feared or loved? Easy. Both. I want people to be afraid of how much they love me.
That's very Michael Scott.
What?
That's very Michael Scott.
Is it? Okay. Plato says love is a grave mental illness. Okay, Plato. I actually was reading, I think this is my book, Atomic Habits, that I was talking about last week, talking about how people are actually kind of, well, like dogs, maybe why people and dogs get along so well. We're pack animals. And so social pressure is, getting along and conforming is kind of a huge thing for humans. But anyway, maybe Plato was right. I don't know. Then George Burns, my fave, he says, "Love is like a backache. It doesn't show up on x-rays, but you know that it's there."
Who said that?
George Burns.
Oh, okay.
But my Bob's favorite George Burns quote is,
I bet you know who he is.
Do you know who yeah, I know who he is.
I bet you know who he is.
I know who he is, of course. That's the right generation. I'm that generation. But anyway, but he was like in his 90s, and they brought him out as a host on a guest on some show or whatever, and he always had his one-liners, George Burns. And he said that his friends give him grief about, he's in his 90s and he likes 18-year-olds. And I think I don't know if he had a girlfriend or what, a young May December girlfriend or something. And he said, "I don't understand why they're giving me a hard time. I liked 18-year-old girls when I was 18, and I still like 18-year-old girls."
Yeah, I don't think he'd get away with saying that these days.
Well, I know, right?
I think you're more in Freddie Mercury's generation than you are in George Burns's.
Well, I kind of miss the 80s. I don't know, because I was
70s. I mean, he was huge in the.
Was he 70s? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Well, you're right. I don't know.
I mean, he was still
I was wrapped up in my
performing.
own life. I didn't care. But anyway. So what do we got going on this week? What's new? How was your weekend?
It was
You doing,
good.
you doing anything to celebrate Valentine's Day?
I don't know. We had actually made reservations at Althea weeks ago and then they canceled. They actually called, I don't know,
Huh.
a week or two ago, and they're not because of staffing issues and stuff, they weren't going to be open today. I think they're not normally open on Mondays, but they were just going to open for Valentine's Day, but then I don't think they could get the proper staff for it. So then they
Which
shut
one
it
is
down.
this? What restaurant is this?
It's Althea. It's in the top floor of the Saks Fifth Avenue on Michigan Avenue.
Oh.
Um,
Yeah, I've
yeah,
heard you talk about that. That's a fave of yours, right?
yeah, it's really good. I mean, it's a vegan restaurant chain out of California. They're not all called Althea, but they're all owned by the same chef. But it's the kind of stuff that you can't make at home.
Right. Yeah.
Really good, yeah. And almost everything we love there is stuff that if you read what it is, you wouldn't think you'd like it, but it's really good.
So my 2-flat listing that I was talking about last week that was on coming soon is now officially listed in the MLS, and I've had 2 offers come in, but we're continuing to show it because the offer that he wants to take is actually subject to the buyer selling his property, which I don't honestly think he'll have any trouble doing. But until we get another offer that's acceptable, we're going to continue to show and market the property because there's a kick out clause. So,
Yeah. And did you get another one already?
well, I did, but he's going to reject that one.
Oh, okay.
So it's not enough money. and I took and I mean, I might go back and talk. I don't know. I probably shouldn't be sharing all this information, but I'll probably go back to the agent and make sure that they can't sharpen their pencil a bit and raise their price. But I have a oh, you have what happened?
I never
Suddenly
do
you
that. I thought,
transported
you know
into
what? I feel like doing a background today. I never have. So
Oh, you suddenly transported to the Bahamas or something. I didn't see your little transporter beam.
I think it's Cozumel. I've decided.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Probably more Cozumel.
My home away from home.
And it's actually got the waves moving and everything.
Yeah. Do I
So,
look okay in it? Is it too
yeah, you look
squeaky?
great. Yeah, it's very nice. Well, it's better than having the ceiling fan as a halo
Yeah.
over you.
But that's the other place. That's up at the house. I'm downtown.
Oh, you're in the city. Were you in the city all weekend?
Yeah.
I might
Yeah.
drop off some mac and cheese to you later today.
Oh, okay.
You guys like mac and cheese, right?
I do. Stump doesn't, but I do. Yeah.
Oh man, I made that.
Sometimes he eats it. I think he was used to like the childhood stuff, and he never liked that, and he wasn't a cheese fan back then. But I think when we've had it sometimes, that it's a little more adult or something or different, and he seems to like that. Okay, but in his mind, he's not a mac and cheese person.
Right. Well, the little blue box thing is, yeah, that's not, in my mind, that's not real mac and cheese.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to make when Carl was a kid, and I used to actually cook. Well, I cook all the time now, but in those days I cooked more than we went out. But and I would make mac and cheese. I mean, it's really pretty easy to make. I mean, homemade mac and cheese, and it's a world of difference between the
Yeah.
little blue box. I don't know why anybody would bother with the little blue box actually, because homemade mac and cheese is not that hard to make. The
Yeah.
hardest part is actually grating all the damn cheese. So but the solution to that is just,
Don't use cheese.
well, no,
That's
I
my
was going to say
solution.
buy the cheese already grated. I mean, it's not like you can't buy grated cheese for Pete's sake, right? So,
You can even make the powdered, like vegan mac and cheese really easily. Yeah, just even a powdered version is really super easy.
Oh, do they sell that? There's a vegan version of the
Just
blue
make
box,
it.
you mean?
Well, yeah, there is, but I'm talking about just making it. It's literally just like flour and garlic and onion and nutritional yeast, a little salt. Yeah. Yeah, and you can make it that way and make it with some, almond milk or whatever. And it's really good.
Hmm. Well, maybe you won't like this. This is a monkey and me recipe that.
I generally like theirs, but I've never had their mac and cheese, but yeah.
Well, I don't know. I saw the recipe and I'm like, mac and cheese. I haven't had that in ages, and I thought it would be.
Has it got like potato or cauliflower or something in it?
It's cauliflower and cashews.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I would generally like that. I like those. I like that kind of sauce. Yeah.
okay, all right. Well, you're getting it dropped off. When I go and pick up my Starbucks, I'll bring you the mac and cheese.
Okay.
So, what's going on with your real estate career? What do you got cooking?
Well, we have a third showing tomorrow on the big house on Schubert, the $6 million one.
Oh my gosh! Well, whatever happened? I thought you had a guy who's an agent who said that he was going to be bringing you an offer. That never materialized.
Third showing tomorrow.
Oh, he's coming back. Okay. Well, gosh. Well, fingers crossed.
Third time, yeah, which is usually the kiss of death. So who knows?
Well, I don't disagree with that. It kind of is like, if they're trying to make the shoe fit, it probably doesn't.
Yeah, that's often the case.
But,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
you never know.
second showing is usually golden, and third showing is usually a kiss of death.
They're trying to make the shoe fit, but it just doesn't. So
Yeah. Mm.
anyway, well, good luck with that anyway.
I've got a couple of River North condos that have been coming soon, going active today, and then also that co-op on State Parkway that we'd had off the market for the past, I don't know, 6 or 8 months. It's going back on the market today too. So
Is
got
that
a
the
lot.
one that you couldn't get into during COVID? They wouldn't let you show it.
Exactly. Yeah. Those co-op buildings really locked down during COVID. They didn't even let service people in and stuff. And everybody had to go up the back elevator and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, they were super protective. But yeah, but we're going back on the market with that today too. That's a really beautiful place, but we'll see.
Yeah, nice. Where is it on State Parkway?
1820 State Parkway, and it's like a 3,000 square foot co-op. It's a little tricky because it's only 2 real bedrooms, although it's 3,000 square feet, and it's got a den, and it's got, where the maids' bedrooms used to be, they've turned more into like bigger open kitchen and all that. So it's got a lot of space. The formal dining room is, I don't know, like 30 feet long or something. It's really big, but it's a little tricky with that. It's a 1.295, and like I said, it's just almost 3,000 square feet. But at a 2-bedroom, it makes it a little trickier. But for somebody that doesn't need full-time bedrooms, it's got the third like big den, big living room, big dining room. Everything in it's really nice and beautifully done. Completely rehabbed everything. It's a really beautiful place, but can be a little tricky.
Did you say 1520? You kind of blipped out
1320. Yeah.
1320s. Okay.
Yeah. So just north of Goethe.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, I actually that kind of what you're saying about how many bathrooms is it?
3.
Okay. So it was a maid's quarters that they turned.
Yeah, they had 2 small, and the plans I found, it's been, many, many years since then, but it had 2 small maid's rooms and a bathroom in the very back. And now there's just a redone full bath, and they enlarged the into the kitchen. So yeah.
Good luck with that. Hopefully this market you'll get that done. I actually heard from a client this morning, if builders looking for a double lot across the street from Horner Park, that might be something. He doesn't want to officially put it on the market because he just wants a builder to come. He doesn't want to get it staged or ready. you know, he's right across the street from Horner Park. He feels like the building could be torn down and condos could be built there. The zoning will allow for that, which probably we should mention. I don't know, should we mention about private exclusives versus coming soon? Because I think that's quite a nice.
Probably the next call. Probably the
What?
next, we could talk about that, but probably on the next call, because that's a full discussion and I've got to get off for
Yeah, I do too.
one
I got to
call,
get going too.
but
So, yeah.
yeah, that would be a good thing to discuss, because I think it's interesting and most people won't know about it. So yeah.
Right. And I think it could give a buyer a huge advantage. So yeah, we'll talk about private exclusives next week. Stay tuned. We're going to be like the Buck Rogers and Flash Gordon, where we're starting to fall off the cliff and now we have to go. Tune in next week, see what happens. All right, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day.